Hey guys, so right here I just want to do a quick one. Let's close this up. So as you can see here on the 15 minutes, just before 9:30, I want to show my bias and what I am outlining for a very quick scalp. So here on the 15 minutes, we are currently inside the 28th of July new week's opening gap, and we just traded off the new day's opening gap of 7th of August. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly. So where I'm targeting now is the liquidity sell side here, and here is why. So I am anticipating for this high to be taken out. I was, and this high has been taken out. Okay, so now we have traded into the 15-minute CB. As you can see, this is a CB. So let me outline that right now. So that's a 15-minute CB, right? So we're outlining, and you can see how price traded to the tick and broke down. Now this is a high, a low, and a higher high, making this a breaker. And these two consecutive down close candles is what I'm going to use as my breaker. I don't have it on the charts because I don't want the chart to be messy. There's already too much lines here. Okay, so but I'm gonna take this off. I just want to show you what I'm talking about. So this black shaded stuff that I just drew now is my breaker, and as you can see, we have traded past the consequent of the main threshold of that breaker. But what I want to see in general is for price to trade from this breaker and push downwards. Alright, so this is what I'm outlining. I have to take it out now, and then I will just go to the 5 minutes time frame. So looking for lower prices, right? Taking out this high, taking out this high, just been taking out high. So who has been making money going long? People that the bulls have been making money. So now I want to take some of their profits when the market wants to do that. This is where I'm going to be targeting. This is a previous premium, so we'll have it out. So this is where I'm going to be targeting. Then I want to go. Something I want to map out now is today's midnight opening price and 8:30 opening price, because that is going to determine if we are currently in a premium or a discount market. Okay, I will explain further, but let me just do that right now. So this is for the 8:30, right? So at 8:30 we opened here and closed here. Okay, so now for midnight we have to look for today's midnight opening price. So that's Wednesday midnight. Okay, so this is our midnight opening price. Okay, so you want to identify that. So as you can see, we are in a deep premium because we are currently above the midnight opening price and the 8:30 opening price. I've explained this before. If you go to a store and you want to buy apples, okay, so if the apple, you know that, okay, the normal price is anywhere between 800, okay, and you go to the store and they are telling you it's 900 now, you don't want to buy that. You rather sell it, right? Because of, in that situation, where would you rather be? Would you rather be in a buy or in a sell situation? Hypothetically speaking, you'll be in a sell situation. So that's how it is. So this is a premium. It's too rich. You don't want to buy. You want to be selling so that you can sell the price back lower. You can sell it lower. Then maybe you can have an opportunity to buy when it's below, because now it's on a discount. Okay. I don't know if that makes sense anyways. Well, that's the ideology. That's how I internalize or visualize it. So this is why I'm looking for shorts. Okay. Now another thing you have to notice, today is FOMC meeting. So if you check here, um, there's FOMC meeting by 2 p.m. New York time, and this is just 9:10 New York time, 9:10 thereabout. Yeah, 9:10 New York time. So there's still time. There's somewhere around here that we're going to be having that minutes So yeah, I'm just going to wait for 9:30 to be done because of the 9:30 opening bell usually provides some sort of liquidity, volatility rather. So I want to wait for the 9:30 open. Then after that, I'm going to look for a setup to take it down here. Okay, so this is what I just wanted to outline. Then let's just quickly check the 1 minute time frame because that's where we're going to be having our entry. So we have this liquidity void here. Price is currently playing around it. So basically, there's going to be no entry until at least 9:30. So remember our setup. This is where our target is. Anywhere around here, could go down here, but anywhere around here could be our targets. So now looking for if I can see any SMT with it on the ES. This is the E-mini SMP. So yeah, really not much to see at the moment. Really not much to see. Okay. So you see how we respected the 15-minute CB very very well, and we've traded back lower. So that's beautiful. Into the 7th of August New Day's opening up, traded high. So now we got close to this, not really, not fully. So now I want to see what does the 9:30 do. Do we trade back straight? If the 9:30 is going to drive us to this back to this place, I don't want to see price cross the main threshold, the consequent encroachment of this 15 minutes CB. Price shouldn't cross the consequent encroachment of the CB. Alright, so that is the last line of defense going short. If price crosses it and closes above it, then I'm just going to sit back and watch. Okay, so that's all I'm outlining. I would like to see that happen. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but I would like to see that happen. It's going to give me at least a richer premium to sell into. Alright, yeah. Then good targets. When that happens, this low is going to be a target. This low, moving lower, this low. So it depends on where I enter. We'll know where to target, and based on what the market is saying at the moment. Alright. So yep. So guys, that will be that. This video doesn't need to be long-winded. We'll probably continue when or after the 9:30, but we are still a few minutes away from that, and I don't want this video to be long-winded. So see y'all soon. Okay, catch ya. Hey guys, so as you can see, we went short and made some quick profits. So I want to quickly break down what I outlined earlier. So remember I said we wanted to see this taking out, this taking out, this taking out, this taking out, and finally the overkill is for midnight open to be traded to. Okay, so that's what I outlined earlier, and now as you can see, that's exactly what happened. And remember I said I did want to see price. I wanted to see if we can trade to the 15 minutes BC consequent encroachment. Anything that makes us trade above it and close above it, then I'm gonna kill any idea of going short. And that didn't happen. We didn't even trade to it, so that shows we were really bearish. But what I would have liked to, the only reason I wanted us to trade to it is because it would have given me an opportunity to get short on a richer premium. On a richer premium. So but this is still very fine. Okay, if you don't see that happen, then that's very okay. So what happens here? What am I seeing here now? As you can see, we gapped higher just before 9:30 open. I like to see that because that's giving the retail sentiment, the bullish retail sentiment that okay, yes, we're going to keep going higher, that we are really bullish. Okay, so that's more like a Judah swing because this gap is something I like to see. So then we traded back lower and gaps. Now I see this as a breakaway gap because you see we have consolidated here and now displaced lower into the 7th of October 7th of August new day's opening gap. Okay, so when I saw us trading back to the top. Now look at this. This is the top of the 7th of August new days opening gap. Equally an institutional order flow entry drill for the breakaway gap. So I can confidently go short here, put my stop above the consequent encroachment. I do not want to see price trade past the consequent encroachment of this breakaway gap, because if it's a breakaway gap and we are bearish, price should not trade to the top. So this is where I just gave a little bit allowance for the week, because the week does damage and the body tells the story. So that's how I went short there, and I targeted the Monday's open. So let me just take this out for a minute. So as you can see, that's the business here. August 7th, new days opening gap, breakaway gap. So that's the business, guys, and that's how I took the trade, and we met our targets. So as you can see here has been taken out, here taken out, here taken out, here taken out. I want it to be clear. Here taken out, here taken out, here taken out, here taken out, and we traded up here. It still went over, but that was not my business. This is exactly what I was outlining, and this is exactly what I got. And why I didn't even look anything past here, if I'm to tell you and to be honest, is because I just basically looked at only the 15 minutes time frame today. I looked at the 15 minutes time frame, I looked at the 5 minutes time frame. So I was very, very okay with just a very quick scalp. I didn't want my trade to be too long-winded. Probably if I started from maybe the daily time frame and stuff, I would have seen reasons why I could maybe gone lower. But today is gone like look for lower, like look for longer targets. But today is FOMC meetings, like I said earlier. I didn't want to do anything crazy. I didn't know how the market was going to react on a day like this. So this was a very, very easy setup. So that's why I took it. So until I catch up with you guys later, be safe.